Like, that's literally it. Like, you can't get good with rejection if you never experience it.
Yeah.
Because you're always going to have this fear about getting rejected, and that fear is going to stop you, like you just said, from taking action. Oh, hello. We're talking about my tits.
Most of the time.
Girl on girl on girl.
You would.
Like, stop picking up the fucking hot knife.
Fucking cares.
Right on track.
Ugh.
With a lot of money, I would do great fucking things.
But not in a good way.
Yikes.
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 Yikes. Here's the realness.
Yeah. Everything you want. Immaculate experience.
Back down.
They're getting like excited.
I do actually.
Need the tequila.
Hello. Welcome back.
Yes.
Just the tip. Just us here. Unhinged besties.
We're back with just the tip. And it is like the plot twist way to actually get everything you wanted more in this life.
Tell me more,
Whatever you are
Christine.
manifesting. Whatever's on your little manifestation list.
Your little manny list?
Your manny list or your vision boardy board. Whatever you want. And it's a
Tell
little
me.
plot twist. It's not really, we're not going to give you a visualization or an affirmation or a sound circle or a sound bath. It is, drum roll, getting very, very, very comfortable. Rejection.
Spicy.
Go on a rejection challenge. Go on a rejection hunt.
I'm going on a rejection hunt.
I'm gonna black out when I get one. Fuck, rejection's so spicy for people.
Oh, yeah.
But we were talking to the woman in the business incubator today about how normalizing rejection in your nervous system is one of the fastest ways to actualize their businesses. It sounds so funny. It sounds so like, what the heck? But oftentimes we freeze or we stall in business or we don't even get the business off the ground is because we're so afraid of rejection. And what we're so afraid of, we run away from. We try to bolt, we try to like ignore it and be like, duh, go away. And so when we can actually run towards our fears, run towards rejection and just like bathe in it and get so fucking used to it, our nervous system doesn't spaz. When we go to take an action, showing up online or making an offer or sending an email to your list or whatever it is, that action is going to produce a result, and the result could get you rejected. So if rejection is an underlying wound you have or a fear, your system will actually cock block you from taking the action.
Totally.
Fun. And so when you start to just bathe in rejection by going out and doing a bunch of silly, crazy, bold, vulnerable, brave things really quickly, your system's like, oh, I walked through my worst fear and I didn't die. I guess that's more normal. And so when we're normalizing these different sensations through the body and through these fears of ours, and we normalize on the flip side as well, really amazing things happen. When we start to normalize it, and it's like, Avi, that's actually when shit explodes. It's wild.
I know.
But it's not like, it doesn't trigger you. It doesn't stimulate something in your system. And the only way we can really get over that is by just exposing ourselves consistently to actions. It's the fastest way. We can't think about it. We can't mentally masturbate. There's no level of reading about or theorizing or talking about that's going to get us over that hump. It's literally just cold, hard action.
Get in the game and experience it. Like, the antidote to rejection is rejection that you alchemize.
Yeah.
Like, that's literally it. Like, you can't get good with rejection if you never experience it. Because you're always going to have this fear about getting rejected, and that fear is going to stop you, like you just said, from taking action. And whether that's creatively, whether that's in business, whether that's in your love life, it doesn't matter. Like, if you have this big fear of rejection, you will keep continuing to call in experiences where you get rejected so that you can learn how to alchemize it, so that you can show up into your business or your creative projects or your love life from a place of true embodied aliveness, knowing that if I get rejected, if this all goes fucking tits up, I will still be okay. Like, that's where your power really comes online, is when you know that no matter what happens, I've got me. And like, I think about that a lot, obviously relationally, because that's where I do a lot of my work. And like, if you go into a new relationship and you know, like, even if this goes off the fucking deep end and it's like, it never works out and like I get my heart broken, I know that I can hold myself through that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not afraid of that outcome. Yes. Therefore, I am not unconsciously creating that outcome in the relationship. But if I'm afraid of that happening, I'm going to unconsciously act in ways that will essentially create that outcome to happen. But if I know that I can handle it, even if it does happen, it tracks very differently. Like, the rejection still stings. Like, yeah, it sucks when someone doesn't want to be with you or someone thinks what you're doing is dumb. Like, it sucks.
You're a fucking loser.
You're a loser. You know, and so, like, have a little wah-wah about it for, you know, a good couple minutes. Like, get it out of your system, and then you keep fucking moving.
Yep.
We keep taking action. I'm not going to let some idiot who doesn't actually resonate with me stop me from the relationship of my dreams, the life of my dreams, the career of my dreams, the creation of my dreams. Mm-hmm. No one gets that much power over me in my life. No one.
Well, no, and the funny thing is that we are actually rejecting people all the time.
All the time.
I'm rejecting people. You're rejecting people constantly. Mm-hmm. People slide into my DMs. Do you want this free masterclass? Do you want to buy? I mean, I'm driving by stores all the time. I'm not walking in them. I'm not buying jack shit from them. Mm-hmm. That they could take that as a rejection, right? There's times, like, there's all sorts of things we're constantly doing. And so I think even that reframe, when we can laugh about it, is that if you're so afraid of getting rejected, it's like, well, actually, you reject people all the time. You reject things people say. You reject the news. You reject different pieces that don't resonate with you, right? And it's not about that person or that thing being bad. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's literally, you don't find that valuable, or that's not in front and center. There's other things that are more important for your attention right now. Yeah. Therefore, that's not a yes for you right now. I could walk by in the grocery store and all the apples could be like, anything that's not an envy would be like, you're rejecting me.
You hate me.
You don't like my ambrosia skin. Are you racist?
You apple racist?
Are you an apple racist? No, it's nothing to do with that. It's just that I'm really obsessed with envies right now, and I love them. Yeah. So, right? And so I think this is when we can bring humor, and this is why we bring so much humor into this podcast and into the club, because humor, what's the word am I? Diffuses triggers and all sorts of stuff, right? It becomes very playful, and all of a sudden you're laughing, and then you're like, oh my gosh, that thing is so not a big deal, right? And so it obviously stings to feel rejected. But again, a lot of that material, like when we feel rejected now, the reason it feels so intense is because there's usually a lot of emotional debris that is sitting in your system that has been undigested from your life. So all the times when you were younger, you felt rejected. So if you know, I was rejected a ton as a kid. I was humiliated and kids bullied me and shit. So that rejection was so spicy in my nervous system that as I went to go and create an offer or do a masterclass or whatever it was, my system would literally go into fight or flight and totally shut down, because it's like, if you do that and you put yourself into the world, there's people who are going to say no. There's people who are going to say it's too expensive. There's going to be people who say it's not expensive enough. I don't like it. There's going to be people who say I just don't like you and what you're doing. Like, there's all sorts of things. And the only way through that is you can't think about it. You literally just have to put yourself out there. Like, I had to experience rejection and realize, like, oh wow, this feels like way bigger than what it is. And so then I had to go and look at, like, what's my history with rejection? When have I felt rejected? And go back and tend to those very younger parts and to soothe them and say, like, you know, you're a fucking badass and it was never about you. And now that I understand, kids are asshats and they're fucking brutal to each other. And it's not a reflection of you, but until you do that work, you know, you might get triggered now, and then your system goes into fight or flight and doesn't know whether it's happening now or 15 fucking or 25 years ago, like, has no idea. The body doesn't know time. So this is why going back and almost making it a game and exposing yourself in whatever your edges and whatever micro or macro that looks like in a day-to-day basis, what that might translate into. But doing that work is really important because you're just training yourself that thing isn't going to bring you death. Because when we're younger and we feel rejected, it literally feels like death. Because if we're rejected from a tribe, that means we're out on our own and we're way more vulnerable to predators. We're way more vulnerable to terrible things happening, and we're not capable. Yeah. But as adults, we don't realize that we are capable, and whether somebody likes us, what we're doing or not, it really has nothing to do with us. It has a lot to do with them. And so this is the hack, the plot twist to getting everything you want and more, is to just stop being so afraid of people not liking you. Because if you think about it, again, even like look at presidents and shit, like you have to get like 51% to win. That means 49% of people fucking hate them probably. Or really dislike them. Or somewhere in between. Like, there's a bunch of in between, right? But our goal is not to have everybody like us or to resonate with our work. That would be completely immature to think that, right? It's like, no, there's no fucking way. Not everyone's gonna like you. But if you
I don't like everyone.
Oh my God, I don't like majority of people.
No. So like, why would I want to be liked by all the people I don't like? Like, doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I can tolerate people, but I would say it takes something pretty special to have me like want to spend time with somebody.
Like you.
What?
It takes something really special to have me like you. Really.
Yeah.
It's
right?
true though.
Like,
it's true.
Well, it kind of is though. Like to want to spend time with somebody. Like I can tolerate people, and I'm happy to have conversations. But for me to bring somebody, I don't have a lot of people in my inner circle. Yeah. I think that's also a manifestor thing though. Like I know I've heard from people that like manifestors have a repelling aura, and we don't really like. It's like a protection thing. If I like somebody, I'm like obsessed with them, and I'm like I have that, but I also have that like lone wolf quality. Like I'm very much like do a lot of stuff on my own, and I'll travel by myself and all sorts of crazy shit. But I think we just have to normalize that entrepreneurship and being a creative or being an artist it's part of the package. It's like when you go to sign up for the package, all the amazing things. It's like the fucking all the time in the States they have this on the TV. It's like the different drugs. It's like the Cialis. It's side effects may include like convulsing and your head popping off, and, like 2 broken legs, and within 2 seconds of taking the medication. It's so funny, but like that is kind of what entrepreneurship's like. It's like here's all the amazing benefits, right?
And human
time
experience,
freedom, and literally no income cap, and it connects with people all over the world, and making amazing connections, and creating your own scale, everything. There's so much freedom, and the flip side, constantly gonna trigger your fucking abandonment wounds, your rejection wounds, your oh my God, anything. It's the fastest form of personal development out there.
Oh yeah.
Treat yourself. Come and play in the arena. It's like nobody's gonna clap for you at the beginning. Nobody's giving you permission. Nobody's coming to save you. And that's where all our fucking wounding comes up. It's just like wound. Because it's like if you're gonna go and serve people and you're gonna be a leader of the world, you got to clean up the shit that's not you.
Yes.
And that lives in those pieces that we're afraid to touch, and it lives in those places where we're afraid to be rejected. And I mean, it's a spicy meatball, so it's quite the topic. But we just want to bring it up in your awareness right now that if you're afraid, like I really encourage people to run towards and really step towards the things that they're most afraid of, because when you realize that you walk through that fire and you meet the edges of hell, and you're like, okay, I'm literally terrified, but I'm doing this anyways. The level of empowerment and freedom that comes over your body and your system you can't buy that. It's priceless, because you're like, I just survived that.
I did that.
Wait, what? And then you kind of become that, like what we talk about in the
become
club,
that
like
bitch.
that bitch and that unfuckwithable person, because you're like, oh my God, nothing can fucking, like, I'm not worried about that. Do you know how many times I almost went bankrupt? Do you know how many times this almost happened? Do you know how many times I literally like wanted to press exit to entrepreneurship because of like people's projections and people not liking you for the stupidest fucking reasons, and then coming back, and then the level of emotional intelligence you have to be able to invite them back in your world, being like, I told you, I knew you were going to come back. You hate me right now, but you're going to love me. And I think, I've joked about this before, but I'm like, I'm willing to be the villain in somebody's story if it means they transform. So if you want to project your shit, you will come back around. I know you will. I've seen it way too many times.
Always do. Always do.
I gotta unfollow. She's so triggering. Blah, blah, blah.
Even if it's a decade later, there's always an apology in the inbox.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, even one of the women we're coaching in the club, you and I have a tag team. You and I tag teamer.
Yeah, we do.
She said on one of our sessions that I don't know, she was triggered by some sort of thing I shared about monetarily or whatever, and she's like, I really realized like I want that, but like, and it was annoying me that you were talking about it, and I was like, oh girl, do you know how fucking annoyed I was by hearing people talk about that? I'm like,
yeah.
It's helpful. It's a helpful trigger. It's like that. It's that the risk you take by going out and sharing some things. I'm not even somebody who goes out and shares a lot of that anyways, but like there's a lot of projection because it starts to like, it's like a tick, tick, tick towards people. It's like a knock, knock, knock to their psyche to say, you're playing
Hello.
small.
Yeah.
And you're so fucking capable of this. And if I can do it, you can do it too, which is also why as an entrepreneur, it's helpful to share your story so that others see that you didn't just wake up one day and you were fucking like, you know, just rolling in fucking dollar bills, right? With a bunch of fucking baby oil. It's like, no, you have...
I worked my way to the baby oil,
I worked
bitches.
my way to this, and this is something that I had to do, and these are what I walk through, and so normalizing that experience as well.
Yeah.
But... So go out today, friends, and go see how you can get rejected, you know, and whether that's just going online and being like, I'm going to increase my capacity to make a post and have nobody like it. Or I'm going to go out and send my email list and I'm going to create an offer just for fucking shits and giggles. Like I'll literally take on one person if somebody wants to buy it. But like, here's this random offer. It's a 1 day only. It's 24 hours. Nobody buys it. You've just gained some rejection, like chips, like you're stronger, you're more powerful. Then you go out and, you know, you share something vulnerable with a partner or a friend, something maybe is 10% or 15% more authentic and true that you would never usually share with them, and they don't reject you or they don't leave you. That's more evidence. So it's just, we have to evidence and stack and build to rewrite the narrative about rejection, because usually our child is carrying a lot of energy around rejection. Totally. And it's like, we're not 6.
Totally. And like something that I've noticed about rejection is that no one rejects me harder than I reject myself.
Oh, yeah.
So
we're
masters at it. So like if you kind of hold that thread of like, if you actually start to shift your internal world and like you put a boundary with yourself of like, I'm actually not going to play this game of rejecting myself over and over and over again. Like just because they rejected my offer or they rejected my proposal or they rejected a relationship with me, I'm not going to use that as ammunition to reject myself. That's where it actually hurts the most, is when you turn on yourself. Their rejection, like, yes, it hurts, it's spicy, but it's actually pretty fast, like to move through it. Where you get stuck in it is actually when you take that as evidence and you use it to punish yourself and reject yourself over and over and over. So like you're literally marinating in rejection all day long because you're hating on yourself. You're saying like, I'm such a piece of shit and nobody loves me and like I'm the worst. And like no one's saying worse things to you than you're saying to you when you're alone with you.
Well, and the sniper parts of us, these protector parts that we all have, they do it as a way to sort of have us submit to the pattern and the program, because it's like for some, in a twisted way, it's like I love
so
you and
kinky.
I want to keep you, and it's like I want to keep you safe, so I will remind you that you're not capable, and I'll remind
you're
you
a loser.
You're a loser, and nobody cares, and what you have to say isn't valuable, and yada yada yada, right? And it's just a great way for it to sort of beat us into submission of not going out and doing something. So if we go out and do something, this is like a crime that we see as a lot of brilliant entrepreneurs. They go out, they put their art out in the world, they talk about it once or twice, they feel rejected, nobody's buying, then they just slink away, and the system's like, see, why would you do that? It's so embarrassing. Every time you do that, it's so embarrassing. Oh my God. And you went and you told your mother too. You told your mother you were going to go do that, and that now she's going to be like, I told you so, and now everyone's going to think you're a fucking like, and then it just berates us into submission. And the crazy thing is it actually loves us so much. It actually just says, I don't want you to be, the translation of all that sort of mean language is just, I just don't want you to get hurt again. And that pain is too spicy to feel. And so when we can actually go out and go on these rejection challenges and whatever that looks like for you, what you're doing is you're resensitizing your system to not be so spicy, because the nervous system does not like sensation, doesn't like even for me, for a long time I had to really retrain. It was like my nervous system was so glitched from so much trauma and crazy shit that every time there was sensation, I would get dysregulated.
Yeah.
Even if it was positive or excitement or great sensation, my system would say, no,
Nope.
just like, let's get out of this. And so, because it always associated sensation with really bad things happening. So it's just like
fallout.
sensation and sensation and sensation. So it clocked it. And so again, going out, and this is just another reason to go out and redo the rejection challenge, is because or play with that component and do something bold and brave today, because you're just, again, retraining your system to say, I'm okay, and I'm the leader, and I know that this is scary, and work with your parts and say, I know this is fucking terrifying, and I'm going to go and do something. And this is why communities and being around other people who are doing similar things is also very valuable, extremely important as well, because when you lone wolf it and you don't tell anybody, and then you get the evidence comes and you're like, I'm a fucking loser, and then off you go. Whereas if you're in a community, they say, oh my God, we're proud of you for trying, and that's amazing, and keep going. And you know what I mean? That's what breaks down the barrier to your next level as well, is being around community who is reminding you who the fuck you are, what you're capable of, and normalizing the glitches that happen, because they all happen to everybody.
100%. And so go out and practice today. And then when that rejection hits, practice not rejecting yourself. That's actually where the rubber hits the fucking road.
Yeah.
So like experience the rejection from something or someone else, and then notice the impulse to take that and run and interrupt that. Be like, what if I was my own like best friend at this moment?
What if I'm a badass for trying?
Yeah.
What if I'm so sexy for going out and trying something crazy?
Yeah. And literally be good to yourself.
Yeah.
You know, essentially you become the parent that your inner child needed when you first experienced rejection, but they weren't able to parent you in that way. They weren't able to like hold it and alchemize it with you.
Yeah.
So you have to become that. You have to become that voice of care and love and consideration and pumping your tires and like moving you in the direction of staying on the court.
Yes. 100%.
You know, and so like that's how we really start to alchemize this and really start to reclaim our power in such a huge way. And if you would like to come do this with us on a bigger level, then obviously come into the club. Like that is where we are going to really be playing with this and supporting people and like women through that transition of identifying with the rejection versus the rejection is just a launch pad to my fucking dreams. So giddy up. Here we go.
Giddy up, bitches. We love you so much.
Love you.
And we'll see you.
We'll see you next
back
week.
here soon.
Yeah. Same bat time, same bat channel. Okay, we love you. Thank you for being here. Bye.
Bye.
All in all, we want to say thank you for being here. We love and appreciate you so much. And if you liked today, give us a 5-star rating. And we'll see you next week.
And share it. If you know somebody who needs this in their life, share this shit. Abundance goes round and round. We love you.
We love you. Bye.